Welcome to day 4 of the NVC reset. If you haven't done the previous days, I'll put a link here so you can go in the right order. Today we're going to look at embracing and moving through our feelings, which I think is one of the biggest skills, I would even say, for happiness. If you don't know how to deal with your feelings, yeah, that's pretty challenging, I would say. And it's one of the things that helped me move from having a life full of depression and burnout to actually having a much better self-connection and knowing what to do whenever I feel overwhelmed, down, sad, angry, whatever feelings we are natural to have, right? I still have those feelings, but I know what to do with them, and I'm feeling, empowered to do so. So let's make that happen for you as well. So the first step that I'd like to ask you to pick a small event to work with today. And small is, take that very seriously, because if you're taking an event that's quite big, it's going to be hard to work with, and it's going to be hard to see the benefits of the techniques that I'm going to teach you today. And so if you use a very small event right now, you can actually see how the techniques work very well. And then over time, you can use it for bigger events as well. So I don't want you to miss out on that. So small event, for example, somebody was late for a meeting that you had. Maybe you made a tiny mistake at work. Just something you will know whether it's small or not, right? But do think about it a little bit, like, how is it really small? Okay, so I'll give you a moment now to think about your event. Now, secondly, I want to tell you that the first thing that most of us do when a feeling comes up that is unpleasant is to want to push it away. This is what we've often learned from parents and caretakers, that, when we cry, there's no need to cry. Boys don't cry, right? What's all the fuss about? These types of remarks indicate that most of our generation, the generations that will be watching these videos, will still have had parents that also were never raised with how to deal with feelings, right? So we learned to do that, and that becomes an automatic thing. Feelings are shameful. We're not supposed to have feelings. And so when we're going to go into a little connection exercise, but I want you to already be aware that might happen, that resistance. And so we want to include that resistance in connecting with our feelings. Like, oh, I really don't want to have this feeling. That part we want to be aware of. So there is a part of us that has the feeling, and very likely you're going to check for yourself, there's a part that maybe has the resistance. And then there's, again, the adult part of us that can sort of oversee that, oh, that's happening inside of myself, right? There's sort of almost like an internal conflict with the feeling and our part that's saying, no, we're not allowed to have that feeling. Right, so just that for your awareness. And then we're going to start now to connect with the feeling, because in MVC we say that all that feelings need is to be felt. Our body needs to know that this little signal that it's giving is noticed, and it's signaling that a certain need is not being met. We're not going to get to the need today, but we're just going to go to the part of the feeling to keep it simple. Okay, so if you like, it's helpful again to close your eyes, just so you can stay with your body where the feeling resides. And so you're going to close your eyes and think about the event. And then see where in your body do you notice the feeling about the event. Do you feel it in your chest or in your stomach, your jaws? And whatever the feeling is in these couple of minutes that we're going to take, you don't have to work on it. You don't have to change it. You just need to be present with it. Notice it. And maybe now there's a side of you that doesn't like this feeling, that wants this feeling to go away as quickly as possible, wants to get through this exercise as quickly as possible and just move on with life. Maybe wants to just work hard, has learned to do that. Just see if that part is present in you as well. And if that part is there, you can tell it, hey, thank you for letting me know that this is so unpleasant for you. And for now, I just want to give some attention to the feelings. And then you're going to go back to the feeling. And I would like for you to see, like, how big is it in terms of size? Like, say that it's in your stomach. Does it cover the whole stomach or a part of it? What's the size of it? Don't forget to breathe in the meantime while you do this. Don't hold your breath. And what's the shape? Is it round? Is it pointy? And if it had a color, what do you imagine the color is? If at any point the feeling is too overwhelming, you can always step out of it anytime you like. But if you're still here and you're managing, that's amazing. You're doing a great job. And then slowly you're going to come back. The feeling may still be there. That's okay. We're not working on pushing it away. We're just working on becoming familiar with the signals of our body and being able to embrace it, be present with it without pushing it away immediately. You can slowly come back. Now I'm very curious to hear how that was for you. Maybe you'd like to stretch a little bit, move your body a little bit. If you have any built-up feelings about bigger events, you can do this exercise a little bit longer. It can be helpful to process things that have been built up in you, to create more space for feelings of love. Being with our feelings without judgment is one of what I find one of the most powerful ways to be loving with ourselves and other people as well. To welcome their feelings without having to fix them. But this is a practice, right? Like I said, it might be uncomfortable and you might need to build that resilience to do that. So if that's still very difficult, don't worry, you made it start, that's amazing. And you can keep practicing this video as often as you like. It doesn't have to be, as fast or the way pace that I set it, right? You set your own pace. Maybe lastly, you want to give yourself a hug. You can wrap, I hope the mic is not probably gonna crack, but wrap your arms around yourself so you can sort of hold on to your shoulder blades and press a little bit like you would press someone else as well, and hold it. Just breathe in that hug a little bit. Wrap your shoulders a bit with your thumbs. And one that I also like doing when you let go is cross your hands and rub your cheeks. For the brain, when you cross it, it feels like someone else is doing it. So I found out this feels super nice when you do it with your own cheeks. This is so embarrassing. So do that. Try how that feels. I'm very curious to hear if you like it as well, because I've never shared this with anyone, but like I figured this out at some point. I was like, oh, this feels really nice. So hope you like this. Please let me know in the comments how that was for you to do. Love to connect with you that way. Tomorrow, I want to check what we're going to do tomorrow. Oh yeah, tomorrow we're going to look at self-appreciation and gratitude. So that's also a very key element in this series, I would say, and very much looking forward to see you there. If you want to support this channel, give this video a like. That's super helpful. Maybe you want to invite someone to join you to do this series. That would be very fun for me to hear as well. And I'll see you tomorrow. Sending you lots of love. Bye.